What if your brain was secretly playing tricks on you every single day? You might think you're in full control of your thoughts, but your mind has a sneaky way of bending reality. From decisions you make to memories you trust, your brain often distorts the truth without you noticing. This script explores 7 surprising ways your brain tricks you, backed by science and brought to life with vivid examples. Let's dive into the mysterious world of cognitive biases and quirks, where your brain isn't always your most reliable friend. First, let's talk about the confirmation bias, a mental shortcut that makes you see what you want to see. Your brain loves to confirm what you already believe, filtering out anything that challenges your views. Imagine you're scrolling through social media, and you're convinced your favorite team is the best. You'll notice every post praising their victories but gloss over their losses. In 1960, psychologist Peter Wason ran an experiment where participants guessed a rule behind a number sequence. They kept picking numbers that fit their initial guess, ignoring patterns that didn't match. This bias shapes how you interpret news, relationships, and even scientific facts. For example, if you think a coworker dislikes you, you'll notice their every frown but miss their smiles. Confirmation bias can lock you into a one-sided view, making it hard to grow or change your mind. It's like your brain is a biased editor, curating a story that fits your beliefs. Next up is the anchoring effect, where your brain gets stuck on the first piece of information it hears. This trick influences your decisions more than you'd expect, especially in negotiations or shopping. Picture yourself at a car dealership, and the salesperson quotes a high price for a shiny SUV. That number sticks in your mind, so even a slightly lower offer feels like a steal. In a 1974 study by psychologists Tversky and Kahneman, participants spun a wheel with random numbers. When asked to estimate unrelated quantities, like the number of African countries, their guesses leaned toward the wheel's number. This happens in everyday life. Like when a $200 jacket seems cheap next to a $500 one. Your brain anchors to the first number it sees, skewing your sense of value. It's as if your mind sets a mental bookmark and judges everything against it. The third trick is the availability heuristic, where your brain overestimates what's easy to recall. Vivid or recent events feel more likely to happen, even if they're rare. After watching a news report about a plane crash, you might feel nervous about flying. Yet, statistically, driving is far riskier, with car accidents causing over 30,000 deaths annually in the US alone. Your brain prioritizes dramatic memories over boring facts, making you misjudge probabilities. In a 1998 study, people rated shark attacks as more common than lightning strikes, thanks to media hype. This quirk can make you overly cautious about unlikely dangers while ignoring real ones. It's like your brain is a librarian who only pulls the flashiest books off the shelf. Let's move to the Dunning-Kruger Effect, a fascinating quirk where confidence doesn't match competence. People with limited skills often overestimate their abilities, while experts doubt themselves. Think of a friend who insists they're a great singer but can't hit a single note. In 1999, psychologists Dunning and Kruger tested students on grammar and logic. Those who scored lowest were most confident, unaware of their errors. This happens because beginners lack the knowledge to spot their own mistakes. In workplaces, you might see someone boldly lead a project, oblivious to their gaps, while a seasoned pro hesitates. This effect explains why overconfidence can lead to bold but bad decisions. Your brain tricks you into thinking you know more than you do, especially when you're just starting out. The fifth trick is the self-serving bias, where your brain takes credit for wins but dodges blame for losses. You ace a test? That's all your hard work. Fail one? The teacher made it too tough. This bias protects your ego but can distort how you see your role in events. In a 1979 study, researchers found drivers blamed accidents on external factors like weather, not their own speeding. This plays out in teams too. When a project succeeds, everyone claims credit, but failures spark finger-pointing. Your brain loves to paint you as the hero, even when luck or others played a bigger role. This can make it hard to learn from mistakes, as you're too busy justifying them. It's like your mind is a lawyer always defending your self-image. Number 6 is the false memory effect, where your brain fabricates or distorts memories. You might swear you remember an event clearly, but your brain fills in gaps with fiction. In a famous 1995 study, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus showed how suggestive questions could plant fake memories. Participants recalled seeing a stop sign in a video when it was actually a yield sign. This happens in real life. Like when you argue with a sibling over who broke the vase years ago. Your brain blends details, emotions, and suggestions into a memory that feels real but isn't. This quirk can affect eyewitness testimonies, making them less reliable than you'd think. It's as if your brain is a storyteller, crafting a narrative that's more convincing than accurate. Finally, the spotlight effect makes you feel like everyone's watching your every move. Spill coffee on your shirt? You think the whole room is staring. In reality, people are too caught up in their own lives to notice. A 2000 study by psychologist Thomas Gilovich had students wear embarrassing t-shirts in public. They estimated half the room noticed, but only about 10% did. This trick comes from your brain's focus on self-consciousness, amplifying your sense of being judged. It can make you overly shy or cautious, avoiding risks for fear of scrutiny. Your brain acts like a director, putting you center stage in a drama no one else is watching. These 7 tricks, confirmation bias, anchoring, availability heuristic, Dunning-Kruger, self-serving bias, false memory, and spotlight effect, reveal how your brain shapes your reality. Each one sneaks into your daily life, from how you shop to how you argue or remember. Understanding these quirks can help you catch your brain in the act and make better decisions. But here's a surprising truth to wrap things up. Your brain isn't trying to deceive you. It's built these shortcuts to process a chaotic world quickly, saving energy and time. In a 2010 study, neuroscientists found the brain uses 20% of your body's energy, despite being only 2% of your weight. These mental tricks are like hacks to keep it efficient, even if they sometimes lead you astray. So, next time you catch your brain pulling one of these tricks, don't be too hard on it. It's just trying to keep up. In a 2001 experiment, researchers showed how ads with nostalgic imagery could make people recall childhood events that never happened. This is why family stories evolve over time, with each retelling adding new details. Your brain's creativity fills in blanks, making memories feel vivid but not always true. It's like your mind is a painter adding colors to a faded canvas. The spotlight effect can hold you back from trying new things. Ever skipped a dance class because you feared looking silly? You're not alone. Your brain exaggerates how much others care. In a 2017 study, people overestimated how often coworkers notice their mistakes by a factor of 3. This trick stems from your brain's evolutionary wiring to prioritize social approval. But most people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge you. Embracing this can free you to take risks, like speaking up in a meeting or trying a bold new hobby. Your brain's spotlight is bright, but the audience is usually distracted. These quirks aren't just flaws. They're part of what makes your brain so fascinating. They've evolved to help you navigate a complex world, even if they sometimes trip you up. By recognizing them, you can question your assumptions and make clearer choices. For instance, catching confirmation bias might push you to read a different perspective. Noticing the anchoring effect could save you money at the store. The availability heuristic might remind you to check stats before panicking. Dunning-Kruger can teach you to stay humble, while self-serving bias nudges you toward accountability. False memories encourage you to double-check your past, and the spotlight effect reminds you to take bold steps. Here's the kicker. A 2020 neuroscience study found that people who learn about their biases make 15% better decisions over time. Your brain may trick you, but with awareness, you can outsmart it. This journey into your mind shows it's not just a machine, it's a puzzle full of surprises and secrets.